rather see you with somebody like Madison than that punk Justin.
Mom sure took care of that.
What did she do?
She had him beaten and raped.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well,
Now, come on, don't act like you feel sorry.
I don't.
I know, but he's still a human being.
I know, but he hit your mother. And I'm sure she felt the need to teach him a lesson.
All right, Have Not fans, this is the clip that people have been begging me to cover. It actually came out, wait, what's the second? This clip came out, I want to say Sunday night, early Monday, but I didn't do a video on it because I dropped like 6 videos mid-Sunday or Monday. I forgot. Basically, I dropped like half a dozen videos. And I'm like, let me save some for Tuesday. And if you watch my other video about the Wyatt and Jim clip, pretty much, you know, establishing the drama, setting up for the ending of the episode when he gets the gun, I kind of feel the same way about this scene now. I don't want to jump the gun here, no pun intended, but I think it's safe to say that the episode is going to pick up where we left off. You know, we have Veronica we have Veronica standing outside of the house, and the thugs are about to go in and, I guess you could say, clean house, if you will. So I wonder if the episode is going to pick up with Jeffrey and David talking, and then after they're talking, you know, that's the scene where they bust in, and then the beginning, let's say 5 to 10 minutes is the gunshots and everything. Like maybe when the goons kick in the door, which we'll see in the back half of the clip, you know, that's when the title dun, 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 and then after the credits, that's when the guns start firing. But let's go ahead and play the second part of the clip, because what I want to do is I want to talk about the entirety of this clip at once so we can really break it down.
Yeah, but she almost had him killed.
Well,
Okay, wait. What do you think she's gonna do to you?
what does that mean?
Dad, she's ruthless, and you know it.
I know.
So are you ready for her?
Oh, yeah. Made a few stops.
All right, so there's I want to say 3 things to really break down in this clip. Number 1, talking about Jeffrey telling David what Veronica did to Justin. Number 2, Jeffrey pretty much asking David is like, look, I just told you what she did to Justin because he hit her. Now you said you tried to drown her, so what do you think she's going to do to you? And of course, you know, the rebuttal to that is like, hey, I made a few stops on the way here. And then boom, the third thing is the fact that the goons kick in the door and they have guns loaded and ready to go. So I feel like the ending is definitely the best part. The ending is definitely the best part. I didn't even see that coming when the clip was posted online. But my problem is, I don't know how I'm going to feel about this scene, because these two together, and you all know David's in my top 3 characters. Him, Mitch, and Landon is hard to put into a particular order, but Mitch, Landon, or David are my top 3 favorite characters. Jeffrey definitely on the lower tier, down there with Benny, Wyatt, and Justin. But I think this scene, and remember, I'm not talking about the end where the guys kick in the door, but this scene pretty much embodies everything I don't like about Jeffrey and David. And it's hard to tell that they're not father and son based off how they act. You have Jeffrey, who has the flimsiest of reasons to be defending Justin, just as you also see David in his flimsy defense of Veronica. Defense of Veronica. Like the first half of the clip, Jeffrey's explaining to David what happened between Veronica and Justin. Pretty much Veronica set it up so there were guys in the jail that pretty much jumped and attacked Justin and assaulted him. He said the R word, but for obvious reasons I can't use it due to demonetization. But I wonder if it would get demonetized because Jeffrey said it. I don't know. But in any case, then David's response, like, oh, ugh. And he's like, well, don't act like you care. And it's like, well, I don't. But he hit your mother. And look, I'm not saying anyone deserves to be assaulted or anything like that, but I'm just saying, from David's perspective, keep in mind that Justin held a gun to his head. And you could say, well, Jeremy, remember, he held guns to himself and Jeffrey's head and pulled the trigger, but they were just blanks in the gun, so they weren't real bullets. Same thing applies. He held a gun to David's head and was acting like it was loaded. So I can see why David wouldn't give a damn. Like, if I were him, I would be shocked. It's like, dang, it's like he got off easy. She tried to blow me up in the car when I backhanded her. So yeah, that explains why my back's the way it is now. So then we kind of switch gears to Jeffrey saying, well, what about you? Are you ready? What do you mean? Well, what, mom? So I'm guessing that, it seems pretty obvious that Madison isn't there, because David even says, like, I'd rather see you with a boy like Madison, that punk Justin. So we can assume that, David's got dropped off by Jim, because remember, Jim said he would drive him home, and Jeffrey's there to help David change his bandages and whatnot, because Jeffrey was told by Madison to tell David to change his bandages and make sure they don't get wet. So I'm guessing Madison isn't there. Okay, I don't think Madison's there, unless Madison was there, stepped out of the room, and then that's when David says, I'd rather see you with a boy like Madison than a punk like Justin. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Madison's at the hospital. He isn't at the house. It's just Jeffrey and David. Jeffrey's helping his father change, and they're just talking. So when Jeffrey brings up, so what do you think she's going to do to you? Because once again, he pretty much says that, Veronica set it up so Justin would get, assaulted in jail. But I'm going to assume that Jeffrey knows that his mother did this, and, with an educated guess rather than getting confirmation. That's just a theory of mine. But the thing is, David, just like Jeffrey being flimsy in his defense of Justin, is like, well, she almost killed him. He almost got killed. Like I said, I know it's a human life and everything. I'm not trying to make light of the situation, but look at how many times Justin has actively tried to physically harm or even take life. Remember, he attempted to run Melissa, Veronica, and, allegedly Melissa's unborn child off the road, so they died. So him getting, assaulted with some broken bones and whatnot, he got off easy. So Jeffrey, come on now. And then we get to, David being like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, well, David, like I said earlier in this video, you backhanded her and she attempted to blow you and your little whore to smithereens. Yet you don't think there's going to be repercussions for attempting to drown Veronica? But he did say, I made some stops on the way back. So we can assume that him and Jim made the necessary arrangements, because if you go back to the last episode when Jim was explaining to David about, I hope you got weapons at the house, I'm pretty sure that's one of the other reasons that Jim gave David a ride home instead of letting David go home himself. He wanted to make sure his friend was prepared for whatever Veronica had in store. Now, what were these alleged stops? I don't know. But me and Chandler were going back and forth with ideas, and a lot of people were chatting me up saying the Malones. And I said that, remember, Jim and David aren't on good terms with the Malones at the moment. More so Jim than David. I guess you could say David might be able to ask for a favor while Jim might not be able to. But one theory is that, well, do you think that off screen, or maybe when Jim was going to get David or carrying home, he went to the bank, got the $75,000, then dropped off the money at the Malone bar? That explains why Mitch is in front of his Uncle Vinny counting out the money. So Jim is on good terms. Well, I don't know. He's probably on good terms with the Malones, but maybe not Mama Rose, because Mama Rose is the one that has a, bad feeling about Jim ever since he got Warlock out of jail, which led to him indirectly shooting at her grandson. But maybe David was able to ask for a favor in order to have some guys watch the house. So maybe that explains David's confidence that he is able to handle whatever Veronica is going to throw at him. But in the trailer, we do see him with a gun and everything, but I don't know. Those guys, it's kind of funny how they came in mid-sentence. Now, I don't know if David and Jeffrey will finish their conversation, then the guys will show up, or if the clip was edited so mid-sentence when David's like, well, I'm prepared, boom, then they come in. It's like, I don't know if they're prepared for that per se. We'll just have to wait and see. But I would be very interested to know if the Malones are there, or if he has guys. Veronica has goons, but David and Jim do as well. They don't have just the Malones. They're able to call up contacts when necessary. But I hope that, he has a plan because he's certainly going to need it if he plans to survive whatever this is, because he said that he was prepared for whatever Veronica had, but that doesn't answer the question of, David, are you prepared for a group of gun wielding guys bursting into your house unexpected in the middle of the night to kill everyone in there? That's something I really want to know. That would be very interesting because, like I said, let's see what happens. We do know that Veronica is going to go to the hospital and taunt Justin. So that means that whatever happens at David's house happens during the first part of the episode. Why she leaves the house to go see Justin? Is it because she feels that it's confirmed that her son and ex-husband are dead? Does she wait for one of her goons to come out of the house to say the job is done? We'll just have to wait and see. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What kind of contingency plans did David and Jim put in place? Do they have freaking grenades, rocket launchers? I literally don't know how David's going to survive this with just like one gun. But I don't know. He said he's prepared. He made some stops, so we can assume him and Jim have puzzle pieces of their own they're going to put together to survive the night. But well, David anyway. Jim, I don't know what he got for Wyatt. I doubt he has anything. But like I said earlier in the video, like, this clip didn't do much for the Jeffrey David dynamic in my opinion, because I really, this scene just goes to show how naive they are. David for underestimating, and even Jim pointed out last week, it's like, wait, you're happy she survived? And it's like, I just had a moment of rage. And it's like, you're making light of this situation. She's going to counteract against you. And then you have Jeffrey who, I don't know, this whole Justin thing is like, both of y'all just need counseling. I don't know, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This is definitely going to be one for the record books. I mean, this could be one of the best opening scenes of, well, this could be one of the best openings for an episode that we've seen in a while, but we'll have to wait until the night. So subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you soon. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you just saw, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, or if you have anything you would like to add to the video, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to keep up with me on social media, go to the description box. All of my links for social media are right there. Also, if you feel like you would like to donate to the channel, make sure to click on the link to PayPal. Any amount helps. $1, $5, $20. As a full-time YouTuber, any support from my fans really does mean a lot to me. Finally, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you're kept up to date on any new content I post to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next video.